If you're thinking about buying a generator in Houston, Texas, watch this. We help homeowners lock in a 12-cent all-in, out the door, fixed rate cost for electricity. Included in that 12-cent rate at no extra cost to the homeowner is tens of thousands of dollars of battery backup. The homeowner can use this battery backup in case of power outages, short-term power outages, or extended long-term power outages to power their home and keep their family safe and comfortable. So you may ask, how is that even possible? How are we able to include so much more value in such a low rate than what 80 other company can do? That's a great question, and that's what I'll go into today. So as many people know, electricity is worth different amounts throughout the day. It starts cheap, it has these spikes, and then at the end of the day, at night, it ends up getting cheap again. That's why you have like TXU. They've got the free nights, expensive days, where if you use electricity after 9 p.m., it's cheap. And if you use electricity during the middle of the day, it's very, very expensive. So what we do is we actually take advantage of this, and we actually fill those batteries here when electricity is really, really cheap. And then we sell that electricity back to the grid here when electricity is really, really expensive. A good analogy for this is you might have a generator. 99% of the time that generator is sitting there rotting. Doesn't matter if you paid $15,000 for it, it's just a fact. It's sitting there rotting. What we do is instead of that battery just sitting there rotting like your generator does, we put it to work so that it's working for you for the 99% of the time that you don't need it. And this is how it works. So this has to make sense for 3 people. Has to make sense for you. Ideally, it makes sense for us. It also has to make sense for the grid. So as you know, power plants produce at a very consistent level. They produce like this. You know, a natural gas or a big coal or even a nuclear power plant, it can't rapidly increase its production and decrease its production according to demand. It's like a big old boat that's just moving and you can't rapidly change direction with it. Whereas when you have thousands of batteries deployed across the grid, what happens is literally just like that, we're able to push the electricity from those batteries back into the grid. We can do it right where we need it and exactly when we need it. And in a split second, out of thin air, we can make a power plant. What this does is it actually evens out that curve so that instead of these spikes, and you may know these are spikes that cause rolling brownouts or rolling blackouts or power outages all together. Instead of having these spikes, we're actually able to mitigate those spikes. So that's why the grid loves it. We love it because this is how we make money. You'll see when you look at the numbers of this product that we are not making a dime off of you. All of our money we make from the grid. So when we're buying electricity cheap, we can actually sell that electricity high. A lot of people don't realize, but you can be getting electricity for almost free at night, and sometimes during peak hours, you can sell it for 20, 30, 40 cents a kilowatt. So that's where we make our money. Now, it makes sense for you because 1, when you're a member of a virtual power plant, you get a way lower rate for electricity. We're gonna be bringing you down to just 12 cents, all in, delivery fees included. And you also get a backup battery system, professionally installed at no added cost to you. So because you're a member of a virtual power plant, you get that lower rate and you get that backup battery. Now, when you're a member of a virtual power plant, it's gotta benefit you as well. So 1, you get a way lower rate for electricity, 12 cents, all in. On top of that, you get a professionally installed battery backup that's maintained, warranty, and insured by us. You also don't have to deal with crazy rate hikes. Sometimes we see years where the electricity rate goes up 10% or more in 1 year. With us, you know it's never going to do that. This is why we've been saying so busy and so many people have been jumping on board. My name is David. I'm with VPP Texas, and we're the ones that are lowering homeowners to an all-in 12-cent rate and including tens of thousands of dollars of backup battery in that rate that the homeowner doesn't have to pay a dime for. If you're still paying 13, 15, 16, even 18 cents a kilowatt for electricity and worrying what you're gonna do for your family for the next winter storm or hurricane, then look no more. This might be the most important video you'll watch today. You've probably tried switching retail electricity providers, hoping to find a lower rate, but ended up getting a higher rate because of all the hidden fees and charges. There's constant rate hikes, hidden fees, and it just keeps climbing. It's not your fault. You're trying to save money in a system that was not designed to help Texas homeowners win. The energy companies profit when you pay more for electricity, not when you save electricity. That's why we've introduced a revolutionary new model that allows us to help you save, and the more you save, the more we're able to make. And if you're not saving, we're actually not even making money. That way, everybody wins. We've installed thousands of batteries using this system, and we've helped so many homeowners worldwide, and especially homeowners in Texas. Our average customer saves 30% off their electricity bill, and they get a backup battery included in those savings. So there's 4 questions I typically get when I meet with a homeowner. The first of which is, how long do the batteries last during a power outage? And that's a great question. So these batteries are structured to be an essentials home battery backup. So that means they're gonna be backing up your lights, your Wi-Fi, all your fridges, all your freezers. We're keeping your house at a reasonable temperature using sometimes a central AC unit, or sometimes a mini split or a local AC. What we're trying to do is we're trying to keep you safe and comfortable indefinitely. You're not gonna be doing your laundry in a hurricane or jumping in your pool and going for a swim. What we're structured to do is be keeping you safe and comfortable indefinitely during extended outages. So what that means is, obviously, a battery can't last indefinitely. And you may ask, David, how can a battery last indefinitely during an extended outage? That's a great question. So what we do is, you've got your home and you've got your battery that we install. And that battery is full of juice. As a power outage happens, obviously over about a day and a half, that battery is slowly going to deplete its energy. What we actually do is we put a solar system on the home. Now, we're not a solar company. We're not trying to cover your roof in panels like a lot of them do. All we need is we need to put enough panels up there to replenish those batteries. So during extended outages, whenever there's any bit of sun, it doesn't even have to be fully sunny, those batteries are actually pushing electricity back into those batteries, and they're refilling it. So as long as you have a sunny day every 2 to 3 days, the way we structure it, you can last indefinitely during outages. This is something that you want to talk to your engineer specifically about though. Every home is different. We can't guarantee that we're gonna be able to take you fully off grid. In fact, I don't even know if that's legal. But what we can do is, whenever you meet with your engineer, he'll go through the production of your solar system and the capacity of your batteries in relationship to how much you use in your home. That way, you know that during extended outages, you and your family are in a great spot. Now, let's move on to the second question. What are the warranties? It is a great question because typically a warranty you get from the store is gonna be 1 to 2 years on a generator. The longest Generac warranty is 5 years, but you can pay an extra $1,000 and get a 7 or a 10-year extended warranty, and then you're still responsible for maintenance. The longest warranty on a battery is Tesla Powerwall, and that's a 10-year warranty. We warranty all of our equipment for 25 years. Also, for that 25 years, we are maintaining, insuring, and warranting the batteries and the entire system. If you have a 10-year warranty on a Generac, you're still responsible for maintenance. You're supposed to start it every quarter. You're supposed to give it oil changes. And you're also supposed to start it before storms just to make sure it even works. With us, we're 100% responsible for any of that. We make sure everything is working properly. And if it's not, it's completely on us to come out and get it up to speed for you. That doesn't mean that battery is gonna last for 25 years. All that means is if your battery ever needs to be replaced for any reason, it's on us to come out and replace it with a brand new top of the line battery. The third question I actually get is related to that. It's what happens if I move? As you know, you're not necessarily gonna be in your home for 25 years. So what happens to your electricity plan if you move? That's a great question. And typically it can come with some complications for many other products out there. But with us, it's super simple and we do it all the time. Your low rate and your battery backup are 100% transferable to the next homeowner. So in any situation, they get to have the same benefits that you do. In fact, it is proven that homes with these kinds of systems not only sell for more, but they also sell faster. So you know you have a little bit less time on the market and a little bit more money in your pocket. That way, you have peace of mind when you are in your home, and the next homeowner is able to have that same peace of mind. A lot of the people that we meet with are actually new homeowners that moved into a home, and now they're considering all their power backup options, and they're blown away by the price of generators on the market, especially the price of installation. So whoever the next homeowner is, they know that they're in good hands. They already have a battery backup that's maintained, warranted, and insured, and they know that they have a low rate for electricity. The fourth question I always get is, what are the numbers? There's gotta be some sort of upfront costs. There's gotta be install costs. Where are you getting us? That's a great question, and we make it super, super simple. So if we look at your normal retail electric provider, you've got your normal charges that you're paying per kilowatt for electricity. So for this homeowner, you're paying about 12 cents a kilowatt for electricity, and for them, their average bill is $197. That includes all their delivery charges and their cost for electricity. On top of that, over the last 25 years, electricity rates have gone up an average of 5% every single year. 3.5% is just inflation, and then 1.5% is just companies having to show profit. And if we look at this homeowner, their all-in rate for electricity is 17.2 cents per kilowatt. On top of that, they have to deal with constant power outages or maybe even spending thousands of dollars on a generator. With us, you know that your all-in rate for electricity is just 12 cents. That includes delivery charges. That is an all-in, out the door rate. It doesn't matter if that electricity comes from your solar panels, from the grid, or from your battery backup, it's still 12 cents a kilowatt. We make it super simple, and we're very proud that it's the lowest fixed rate in Texas. On top of that, on average, you're going to receive a 40 to 60 kilowatt hour battery backup. That battery backup is 100% included in that 12-cent rate. On top of that, as you know, rates are going up 5% on average across the board for the rest of the grid, and they have been for the last 30 years. With us, you have the commitment that our rate will never go up more than 2.9% a year. So in fact, the longer that you're with us, the more you're saving on electricity. So for this homeowner here, you can see they use 1,143 kilowatts, and their ending bill came out to $197. We can see that they had us as their retail electricity provider. It'd be that same 1,143 times 0.12, 12 cents per kilowatt. That means they only would have had to pay us $137 for electricity. That's completely variable on the amount that they use as well. They can use less electricity, they can use more electricity, and it's still 12 cents a kilowatt. On top of that, because we are doing so much work in Texas communities right now, we have 100% waived installation fees. So that means you can switch over to this low rate at no upfront cost. So all in, your installation will cost $0. That means you can switch over to this all-in 12-cent rate and you don't have to pay us a dime. I know that can seem hard to believe because you know your other virtual power plant option in Texas, they have you at an all-in 13.5 cent rate. On top of that, they're going to charge you on average $1,000 for installation. On top of that $1,000 for installation, they're gonna charge you a yearly membership fee. This can be broken down into a monthly fee or a yearly fee, averaging about $225 a year just to be a member. With us, you don't have to worry about that. Because you're a Texas homeowner and we're doing so much work in the area, your install cost has been completely waived. So as soon as we can install you, we can switch you over that low rate. Don't let another storm catch your family unprepared. Don't let more 18 or 20 cent a kilowatt bills drain your bank account. Click the button below to see if you and your home qualify for the program. What we'll do is we'll review your previous usage and we'll see how much we'll be able to help you save and what that installation process will look like for you.